What's up, guys? The fucking fuel pump is out. My new stuff's all over here, so I've got a new sender, new pump with fittings and some other bits. But first things we're gonna do first, you can see this, is I'm just gonna remove this jobber from here. I really need two screwdrivers. So I can shove that in there. There we are. Bing. So I don't know what that is. It's just like a weird air. It's return off here, because whatever, I'm not going to be reusing that. So my idea with this is to open this up and see what's inside there and try and get my fitting up here, but I think it's not going to work. Time to get the drill out. Like a weird, horrible carbon filter or something. Yeah, it's like a paper filter. Cardboard. Good old Japs, eh? There's like stones and shit. Is it stones coming out? I don't know. Like a little plastic ring in there. You can get gone, son. So I don't think anyone's ever opened one of these. Well, now you have. So look at that in there, it's perfect. I could put my fitting in there, but then my return will just come out of the middle here. It won't really do anything, because what it's got like a little valve, and I think I've snapped it off, but there is like a flap over this bit here. So that's my return. Well, that's my input, and I think it just goes in there, and then it just gradually comes back out of there. I can't remember where these went. I do actually have one here. So yeah, so I think that's my fuel pressure regulator there. And then I don't know. I don't have the foggiest. I don't have a clue how it bloody works. I was tempted to get the diesel one, because the diesel has an in and out. And I don't know why I didn't bother getting it. I should have just frigging got it. Yeah, so if I do that, if I chop the middle out like I thought, I'd end up screwing myself in the bung piece, I think. So anyway, worth a try. That's what's in the middle of it. All this crap. What I've got a 90 fitting, new nut, filter for the new fuel filter. I've got this 90 fitting, it has a nut on top and a nut on the bottom. And that's a, these are the fast flow ones, because they're the same size all the way through. Or I've got this bad boy, which I've got a nut on there. I've got two tiny, these washers are for hydraulic fittings and they seal stuff, but it also has a little O-ring on there, so I'll probably use this. So I think I'm going to have to do the same thing. Yeah, I'm just going to get a grinder out, I'm going to cut this flat, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to clean all this up first. And I wonder if that fits that actually. Yeah, so it doesn't. So luckily, I've got this super seal plug. So that's the part number. It's a Durac super seal plug. So if you need any, give me a shout and I can sell you some. Because them, on these Walbros, this click straight in. So all you have to do is a super seal pair of jobbers, crimp a new wire onto your fuel pump, and you're done. Yeah, the Camzo is massively bigger. Massively bigger than the Walbro. So I'll probably be able to fit this in without chopping anything off. Somehow we'll just have to modify this, I think, because I don't think you use your old filter. So what I've done, I've got a fuel filter that looks like this, and I've chopped it out so it looks like this. You can just use a Stanley blade because it is quite soft. There we are. So with the Walbro, if you cut your casing properly, like this, it'll actually sit really well against that bottom bit that sits on the bottom of the tank. So that is a lot better than that Camzo piece of crap. You need your little fitter jobber. Push that on there, and then we need a socket to push it down. And there we are. And this is a lot tighter fitting than the other one. So your fuel pump does move a tiny bit. So what I'll do, I'll just stick some cable ties around that, and you only need to cable tie the pump to the actual thing. But unlike the Chemzo where you had to cable tie it all together, you literally just have to do the pump to that. If you get a Walbro fuel pump, that is it. That's all you have to do. It fits in the original housing. There's no pissing about. There's no chance of it ever frigging running dry like the stupid Chemzo one. If I get this Chemzo and stick the old pump on, I think this is what my problem was. So it did fit on. That fits on better than my old one actually. Where's my old end? Well, that's now chopped. So yeah, I don't know why I was struggling with picking fuel up, to be honest. I don't have a clue what was going on with it. So, this is what I've managed to figure out, kind of. I don't know if this is going to work. The only way I can do it is by testing it on the car, seeing whether it runs. So, I'm going to heat this pipe up as well so it shrinks on the end. So we've got a fuel pump like this with the little rubber bit on, fuel filter that comes with it. It probably would fit a lot better if you use the original, but because I've had problems with my other Chemzo, I don't want to use this pump, this filter. I'd rather use the one that come with it. It seems to have a pickup right at the bottom there. So I've used a little corrugated pipe that come with it instead of using my submersible hose. So I just need to heat that up so it melts around it. And then what I've done, I've not put the back bit in, and I put the front bit in, and then I've pushed it back, the whole filter. What it does, it actually sits on the bottom of the filter, the bottom of the pump housing, which I want it to do, and the pipe kind of keeps it in that place. Wish there was a way I could secure it so that I guarantee that it's gonna bloody stay there like. So what I've done, I've cable tied the old one of these up to here, and hopefully that should keep it pushed down. Oh, I'm happy with that. Ah, there we are. So I've managed to bodge that in there. It's touching the bottom, which is a bonus. What I'm going to have to do as well, we're going to have to relay the feed, because I was reading that the draw 14 amp, and this wiring might be heavy enough for 14 amp. What I'll probably do is relay the feed to the fuel pump anyway. At the minute I'm just going to crimp my wiring on. I used the straight one, the fuel cell fitting with the grommet, and I ground that down again, and it fit perfect this time. It's all nice and tight, and it has sealed really well compared to the last one. If you remember, I had to put a bloody washer on it and stuff like that. So hopefully we should be laughing with this. I'm just going to put these fittings on, and then what I'll do later on, I'll put a relay in. So I've not had to cut any of the original housing down. I've just left it as it is. The returns, I'm just going to leave the same. All I'm going to do is the same as what I did on the last one. I'm just going to drill. So here we are. We've got the fuel pump all done. We've not had to cut anything out of the base there. We managed to get it all squeezed in. And then I've put the old style end on and drilled it out to 6mm. So hopefully that should give me a better feed, because my old one, where it is somewhere, I don't know, there. I drilled the bottom out, but this time I've drilled the front out, so it's directed straight back into the filter. That's all on there. And the fittings on here. And then if you can see, because I've got no torch and my battery is running really low, so I'm going to be quick, I put a 90-degree fitting on there, right there. So I'm going to bodge this all back together, throw it in the tank, and then I'll let you know how it goes. So my fuel pressure looks like it's behaving itself, but we'll only really know when we're on full throttle, really. I'm just going to throw some water down this pipe back into the engine, what we lost from the thermostat, run it up, get it warm, and then go home. So Wednesday, it's going for alignment. That's it. The video has been really shit this week because I've had so much to do and I just have no time to video what I'm doing because I'm in such a rush. It's like, what? This shows you how late I am at fucking, how long it's taking. Here you are. And that's not in the afternoon. Yeah. That's at night and I'm still here. And I've still got all this to tidy up. So feel for me. So I'm just going to get this water rammed in, get it all tested, and then feck off home. So, thanks for liking, subscribing. Hopefully, everything's fine. We'll have some driving videos because it's been about time. So, cheers guys. I'll see you in a bit.